program Tambula n'okumanya gose, tambula n'okumanya ku MRU TV.
The third president of the United Republic of Tanzania, the late Benjamin William Mkapa, was born out of the family of Mzee William Matwani and Mama Stephania Nambaga on 12 November 1938 at Lupaso village, Masasi in Mutwara region. He was the last born in the family of 4 children. They had one wife, Mrs. Anna Mkapa Joseph Maro, and 2 sons. Mr. Benjamin Mkapa was an educated man. He completed his primary education at Lupaso Primary School and thereafter joined Ndanda Secondary School for 3 years from 1948 to 1951 before joining Chigonsela Seminary School in Ruvuma region. He joined St. Francis College at Pugu in Dar es Salaam in 1955 and completed Form 5 and Form 6 in 1956. He joined Makerere University in Uganda for undergraduate studies from 1959 to 1962, after which he acquired his first degree in English literature and phonetics. In 1963, he obtained his master's degree in international relations and diplomacy from Columbia University in the United States of America. President Mkapa's career began in local administration in Dodoma, where he was appointed district officer in 1962. He became a foreign service officer later that year. In 1966, Mr. Mkapa embarked upon a long career in journalism. During the 1960s and 1970s, he served as managing editor of Tanzania's leading newspaper, The Nationalist, Uhuru, The Daily News, and The Sunday News. His experience in the news media led to his being appointed in 1974 press secretary to the then president of Tanzania, Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, the position he held for 2 years. In 1976, Mr. Mkapa the late became the founding editor of the Tanzania news agency, Shihata. He also became Minister for Information and Culture in 1980 to 1982 and again Minister for Information and Broadcasting in 1990 to 1992. President Mkapa's equally long diplomatic career included a number of high-ranking postings, namely High Commissioner to Nigeria in 1976 and Minister for Foreign Affairs from 1977 to 1980. In 1982, he served as High Commissioner to Canada, and between 1983 and 1984 as Ambassador to the United States of America. However, he returned home in 1984, where he was again appointed a Member of Parliament and Minister for Foreign Affairs. In 1992, he served as Minister for Science, Technology and Higher Education prior to being elected President in 1995 and Chairman of the party Chama cha Mapinduzi in 1996 to 2006. He was re-elected President in 2000 for another 5-year term. Throughout his political career, President Mkapa worked to strengthen Tanzania's democracy, encourage civil rights and fight poverty, while increasing the country's exposure to international trade and investment. He was active in conflict resolution in the Great Lakes region of Africa. He was instrumental together with Kofi Annan and Graca Machel Mandela in finding solution to Kenyan post-election disputes in 2008. Similarly, he was an active player in regional economic cooperation with the East African Community and the Southern African Development Community, of which he was chairperson for 2003 to 2004. In January 2002, President Mkapa was appointed together with the President of Finland, Tarja Halonen, co-chair of the World Commission in the Social Dimension of Globalization. In March 2004, he was appointed one of the commissioners in the Commission for Africa Establishment by the then British Prime Minister Tony Blair. On 21st December 2005, President Mkapa relinquished powers voluntarily after the end of his 2 terms in office as President of United Republic of Tanzania. He continued to be the chairman of the ruling party CCM until June 2006, which he voluntarily handed the chairmanship to his successor, President Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete. President Mkapa the late continued to serve in a number of international engagements. Among them, he was a co-chair of the Investment Climate Facility for African Initiative supported by British government, European Union, World Bank, African Development Bank, and multinational corporations. Effective from October 2006, serves as chairman of South Center, an intergovernmental organization which fight for developing countries including China, and the chairperson for the Emerging Markets Forum. He was a member of panel for eminent persons appointed by the UNCTAD Secretary General from 2005 to review and enhance the role of UNCTAD within the United Nations reforms. He was also a member of the panel appointed by United Nations General Secretary in 2006 to review the United Nations reforms on the system-wide coherence in environment, humanitarian assistance and development. He served in a board of trustees for African Wildlife Foundation and also served as a commissioner on the United Nations Commission on Legal Empowerment of the Poor from 2006 to 2008. President Mkapa was awarded 7 honorary doctorate degrees from Soka University in Japan in 1998, Morehouse College, Atlanta, USA from 1999, the Open University of Tanzania in 2003, and the National University of Lesotho in 2005, University of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania in 2006, Newcastle University, United Kingdom in 2007, and the University of Ghana and Cape Coast 2008. In October 2007, he was awarded by Jane Goodall Institute Global Leadership Award for his leadership in conservation. He was also a writer. His first book in the series was Uwazi na Ukweli, Wesi wa Watatu Azungumuza na, which is translated as Truth and Transparency. The People's President Talks to the People was published by Mokuchi, the Nyota Publishers, Dar es Salaam in 2003. The second book in the series was published by the same publisher in 2005. His main hobby was reading. No wonder he wrote those books. Unfortunately, President William Mkapa passed away as a result of cardiac arrest on 23rd July 2020 at 9:30 p.m. at the age of 21, and he is survived by a widow, Mrs. Anna Joseph Maro, and 2 sons and 2 grandsons.